Welcome to the live stream. This is episode 130, and today Alexis will be doing a guide, so I'll let him explain or take it over from here.
Yeah, okay. So today we're going to be getting started with programming Bluetooth on your Matrix Voice, right here, ESP32, so that it can run standalone and you'll be able to actually change the color of the LEDs using the NRF Connect app from your phone.
That's awesome. Okay, so should we switch over to the computers?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Let's do it. Give me the mouse for a second. Okay,
oh, yeah,
go.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So first of all, if you already have a program installed, or you should just do this before uploading any program on your voice. Oh, yeah. On your voice. You have to SSH into your Pi first, and then run a few set of commands. So let me just go down here in the guide. This is the guide, getting started.
Talk a little bit louder.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
In the guide, we actually show you how to set up your ESP32 so that you can actually develop on it. We go into like how to set up the Arduino IDE, the IDF, which is the Integrated Development Framework, and so yeah, we have links in the description and in the guide itself. So yeah, these are the commands that you're supposed to run before uploading any code. So you just
you run that in your Pi, and you do it to reset the ESP32 so that any programs that may have been on it get erased.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, continue.
Okay.
And then hit enter for the reboot.
Oh yeah. Here we go. So yeah, now that that's done, we actually had to clone this repository right here. So this was a custom repo that we made for this guide. It has the code already installed, and within the bin files. Oh, there we go. Yeah, sorry. So within the bin files, we actually enabled Bluetooth BLE. We will hopefully make a guide on how to customize that soon. So CD Bluetooth ls.
So basically this repo has the example for Bluetooth, like the example Arduino code already on there, so you don't have to like copy paste code. You just like git clone it and you have it on your computer. And what Alexis just did is opening it in Arduino, right?
So we're gonna open it. We already hard reset our voice, and yeah, let's just wait for that to load.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah. Okay, so I'll be going over a little bit of BLE protocol as well as like reviewing the code. Okay. So here we have the BLE. BLE, by the way, stands for Bluetooth Low Energy, and it's essentially just a more cost-efficient version of Bluetooth.
Right.
So instead of sending continuous data, a continuous stream of data like Bluetooth does, it just sends short bursts. And so that's good for our project. So here we're including their libraries. Here we're including our libraries for Matrix HAL.
So we're using the Everloop in this example?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And so here we're actually instantiating the Everloop and the image. And so this next block of code is our first step into like Bluetooth protocol. So UUIDs are essentially something that Bluetooth uses to identify servers, clients, services, and characteristics. So UUIDs stands for Universally Unique ID. So they're essentially just that, an ID to identify and differentiate different devices.
Right.
Yeah, so you can create your own UUID for your own purposes. So at this website right here, yeah. Or you can use already made protocol UUIDs. Yeah, and so they can read like battery level, battery information, other stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah, so here we're making our server, our service, and our characteristic. So in Bluetooth BLE, you can have either servers or clients. So servers usually have information that clients would like to read from. And here we're making our ESP32 server. So servers or clients can have services. And so services are essentially a list of characteristics, and characteristics are essentially just Bluetooth variables. And a service is just a list of characteristics that control a certain function.
Okay.
Yeah. So the service that we're having for our server, ESP32, is going to control the LEDs. So that's why we're naming it LED control.
Makes sense.
And the characteristic that it's holding, the value that it's holding, is LED color for the color of the LEDs.
That's what we're changing.
Exactly. Right. So here we have the setup code. We're starting the serial monitor, and here we're initializing our ESP32. So what we write here when you call a BLE device init, that's what's gonna show up to other devices, and once it becomes discoverable. So it can be my ESP32 or whatever you want to call it. Right. So here we have LED control, and we're setting it to a service that we create on our server, and we pass in the UUID. Here, from the service, we're creating a characteristic. So similar to the service, we're passing the UUID, but we also pass properties that we want the characteristic to have. So these properties can range from like reading, writing, notifying, and indicating. So for this project right now, all we need is reading and writing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So here we're initializing the bus, and we're setting up the ever loop. And so initially we have the color of the LEDs set to blue, and then we're starting the service. And so this code right here is meant to advertise your device. So it's just to like show, make your device discoverable to other devices, such as your phone. And so that's why we have these functions right here.
Okay.
If you're using that. So color defined, now you can read, change it in your phone.
Right, so it prints that after everything has been successfully completed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so here in the loop, we're essentially getting the message that we're reading the variable from LED get color, and we're checking if that's a string, so we're checking if it's blue, red, or green, and if it's not, then we're checking if we can convert it to a number. And if it's a number, then from 0 to 255, then we're going to change the white light of the LEDs to that value.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, nice simple way to show the functionality.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to go here to sketch and export compiled binary.
Yeah, so you create binary files because that's what you flash to your ESP32 using the ESP integrated development environment.
Yeah. And so once it's done compiling...
so we can maybe snap it to a side, right?
Yeah. There.
Whoop.
Whoop.
Okay, we can wait for
sure.
that. And then you can like maybe see if it pops up, and then show people how to change their IP address in the deploy.
Oh yeah. So here in the repo, we actually, the way that you're supposed to deploy your code, you're supposed to call sh on a deploy file that we have here. So let me just, there we go. Yeah. So here in the deploy file, you're actually gonna have to put the IP address of your Pi. So let's go here. 2.168.5.
So replace it with whatever your Pi's IP is. You'll probably be able to find that through any what do you call that? You're probably going to be able to find that through any IP scanner. So that's something in the background you can just minimize.
There we go.
Cool, awesome.
So yeah, so now that we change it to our IP and hopefully it's compiled.
So I think it's working on it. Yeah, it's taking a bit to compile because you know, a lot of processes are running right now.
So for the meanwhile, we can actually show you the NRF Connect app.
Okay, I will move over to this screen so people can now see this. So you can show people how the app works.
Yeah, okay, so here in the app, you're actually going to be able to see many devices. Don't worry if there's not applicable, that's just other cell phones in your, let me raise it here. That's just other cell phones on your, I guess, network, yeah.
So this is the Bluetooth network scanner essentially, right?
Yeah, it's available on both iOS and Android. And if you just click connect on a certain device, so for example right here, you're going to be able to see the services and the UUIDs of the service. And then from there you can click on a service and you can see all the characteristics that the service may have. Okay, so it's done compiling. Let me just run.
Hold on, let me switch so people can see what you're doing. Right there. Yeah, so it has finished compiling, as you can see on the Arduino IDE. So to deploy it, you just do sh deploy OTA and
press enter.
And enter your Raspberry Pi's password, whatever it is, generally Raspberry if you haven't changed it.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
And
Just
now
type
it is
it.
flashing. So while it's flashing, I will switch back to full screen phone app so you all can see how the phone app works.
Yeah. Okay. So back to the phone app, and so here we have our characteristics. And so I don't really know what I'm connected to right here, but so within each service is a list of characteristics like I told you earlier, and so here on this, usually on the sides of the characteristics you will actually see buttons, upload, download, and notify and indicate, and so those will actually let you write, depending on what icon it is, it will actually depend you read, write, or change the value of the characteristic.
Right.
But this one doesn't let you because it's probably like a speaker or something.
So this is just how the app looks. We're waiting for the deployment to finish, and as soon as the deployment finishes, Alexis will show how the ESP32 voice pops up, and then how to read and write to that. So we can actually put the voice for that into the screen so people can see. Yeah. Because as soon as it finishes flashing, the LEDs will turn blue, right? Because that's your default initialization. Initialization state. Okay, awesome. So it is 70% done. So you all can see this is how it looks. So when it's flashing, it'll give you percentages of like how much time, how much progress has been made. So as soon as it's done flashing, basically you'll be able to use the ESP32 standalone and connect to it via the app Alexis just showed on the screen.
Yeah.
So we're really close.
Really
96%. The slightly awkward times when things are loading.
Yeah.
And awesome.
Nice.
So as you see, it turned blue. I'm going to go back to full screen so people can see the app as you're showing them. Go for it.
Okay, yeah, there we go. So let me just, sometimes you may have to refresh and wait a little second for your device to pick up the ESP32, but as you can see here, it actually picked up, like I said before, my ESP32 voice.
Right, because that's what you said in the program.
Exactly.
Awesome.
So here we're going to connect to it, and we're going to go to the service. Oh, wait, let me just show you guys. So we're going to go to the service. We're going to go to the characteristic, and so here were the buttons that I was mentioning before. So here we have the upload and the download button right here.
Nice.
So we're going to be using the upload to upload a new...
I don't think people can see that top part.
Oh, yeah,
Go for
sorry.
it. Yeah.
So yeah, so here you're going to select text, and you're going to type in what color you want it to be from blue, red, and green. So let me just change it to red.
Nice. So do you want to like bring the phone into the screen too so people can see you typing different things?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was over Bluetooth. So we can show people that it works standalone, right? By just taking it off the Pi. So let's try that. So once you flash it with the Pi, and you only need to do this once, you can take it off the Pi and just plug it in to power, and the program will automatically start running. So this ESP32 Bluetooth example is actually a standalone example. Very nice. So do you want to show how the color works with the standalone? It's the same thing, but just to
proof of concept.
Yeah, proof of concept.
Yeah. So Bluetooth is actually a really great protocol, and it's more cost efficient than something as, say, so now I'm making it less bright, making it white. Nice. Yeah. So it's more cost efficient than something like, let's say, Wi-Fi or MQTT, depending on your necessity, right?
Yeah. Right, yeah. So, and then if you do different colors, it'll be different colors, different brightnesses, and you can customize your Bluetooth program to do anything, you know?
Yeah.
You can have it do different LED colors. You can have it, you know, if you have some sensor you attach to it, you could probably figure out how to, you know, read that sensor through your phone over Bluetooth or things like that, or even the microphones. And, you know, so this is kind of a base app to get you started with Bluetooth with a standalone Matrix Voice, and, you know, you can control it through any mobile device. So should we come back to our to us so people can see?
Yep.
We're pretty much done with the guide, right?
Yeah. So this concludes this tutorial. Thank you.
This concludes the tutorial. Thank you, Alexis. That was great. So the setup of the ESP32 environment and everything like that, there are other videos where we go over that, and so we'll link all of those in the description, so you can set up the ESP32 environment and then do this guide if you want Bluetooth standalone. And so yeah, that was great, Alexis. Thank you. We'll go over some quick announcements,
Okay.
some really exciting ones. So we have a Snips contest coming up. It will be on July 25th. I had to think about that for a second, which is super exciting. So this is a contest, in association with Snips, and there's going to be an ARM challenge, so an ARM innovation challenge, so a cool way you can use ARM technology, and you'll see it. The newsletters will go out, and so we're super excited about that, and keep your eyes out for that. Eyes out, is that even something people say? Keep your eyes open. And next week we'll be at the Voice Summit. It is in Newark, New Jersey, and so if you're around that area, or you're going to Voice Summit, come check out our booth. We'll be showing off some new demos that are going to be fun and exciting. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, so thank you for watching. There aren't any questions, so that's good. That means you were very clear. So that's awesome. All right, so we'll see you next time. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Anything else to
for
say?
having me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, thank you. Bye.